the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Sacramento Kings in their house, Sleep Train Arena. Looking at the Kings, they find themselves with a comparable win percentage to this time last year, but looking to make a push as this season continues. Well, last season, Portland had one of the most explosive offenses in the league. They sort of flew under the radar in that respect. Kenny, what makes this Blazers offense so potent?
Well, they got a lot of guys that can hurt you, Ernie, all over the court. They can shoot threes, they can go inside, they're slashers, and they'll punish teams at the free throw line because they really attack the rim.
Not only that, Ernie, they're efficient with their scoring no matter what pace the game is being played at. They can score in half-court sets and in transition. Like Kenny says, they can really hurt you from deep.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
At point guard, at 6'3", number 5, Terry Porter. At small forward, at 6'9", number 42, James Worthy. At the other guard position, standing 6'5", number 22, Mitch Richmond. At the other forward position, 7 feet, number 41, Dirk Nowitzki. Starting at center, standing 6'11", number 0, Andre Drummond. The head coach of your home team. Once again, your Sacramento Kings.
Kings play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you live here from Sacramento, California. Guys, looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against the Houston Rockets. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backboard.
Well, it would have been hard not to see how dominant they were based on the numbers. I mean, they just completely dominated the glass.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pierce is out there with McGinnis. Then it's Smith. Then there's Chamberlain. Pass to Pierce. Chamberlain a screen. McGinnis with a screen on Porter. Here's Schroeder. Terry Porter comes up with the rebound. Nowitzki outside. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Chamberlain with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. On defense, the Trailblazers. Richmond kicks to Porter. Back to Richmond. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Pierce. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Clippers.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
5 to shoot. Shoots. They grab their own miss. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Porter. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Smith against Richmond. That's short off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Schroeder from outside the arc. shot is no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve. It should be fun.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside, Pierce. Porter with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. From 13. And there's Mitch Richmond on the assist from James Worthy. Richmond's got his second basket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
McGinnis with the screen on Worthy. Pierce against Worthy. Outside Pierce. 4 on the shot clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Porter dishes to Nowitzki. Pass to Richmond. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
First personal foul.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to,
right,
knowing it's
break.
not a
Take a
bad
break.
thing to send them to the foul line.
That one is off. That one is no good.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
Here's Pierce. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game, and he gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's Porter. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Richmond right side. And that one's good by Porter.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's McGinnis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. McGinnis has got his first points in this one.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Porter kicks to Nowitzki. Feeds to Drummond. Wants to get it to Richmond and does. Nowitzki outside. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Smith. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. The Kings trailing. Porter with it. Drummond a screen. Down low. Richmond. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Richmond's got 6 points. Outside Pierce. To the paint. Here's McGinnis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's his first trip to the line.
George McGinnis at the line for 2.
That's good for McGinnis. So he gets them both. Here is Porter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
And we know this coach is very comfortable game planning. He'll have a lot of ideas of how to attack this defense today.
Now here's Richmond. He had 40 points in the win against Houston. Porter passes to Nowitzki. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Schroeder with the ball. Guarded by Porter. The pass to McGinnis. 17-foot shot on the way. No good off the front iron. And now the Kings fast break. On up the court. Here's Richmond. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Two shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Van Exel's checked in for Porter. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Trailblazers. And so Richmond nails both of them.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
A chance to look at some stats for Pierce. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, he definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
Here's Van Exel after Paul Pierce's score. And here is Van Exel. 8 points his last outing. Now here's Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. Fades. Chamberlain with the block. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Now Redick. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Sacramento making some changes. Mutombo comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Powell in for James Worthy. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Van Exel dishes to Powell. Nowitzki kicks to Mutombo. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
Outside Pierce. The shot is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Van Exel passes to Richmond. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way up. Now it's a 4-point Sacramento lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
He's got a clear path. Finished off the break.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Schroeder. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lets it go with a 3. That's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Kings leading now by 3. Van Exel kicks to Richmond. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's Pierce on the wing. Wide open look. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Richmond no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
That's good from Schroeder. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Payton. Lock at 6. It's tipped. Nowitzki can't hit from in close.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Kings trailing. Payton with the ball. Mutombo sets a screen. Payton drives in. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. It's Pierce on the wing. And here's Redick. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From deep. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Pierce. He's got 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mirza Teletovic. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Van Exel against Redick. Payton outside. Back to Nowitzki. Trying to get back on track. Offensive rebound.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backcourt.
Van Exel dishes to Nowitzki. Hits the three-point bomb. And now it's a 3-point Sacramento lead.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Shot off the screen. The shot will not go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Now here's Schroeder, covered by Payton. Schroeder kicks to Pierce. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Pierce has got 10.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Kings lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans. There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kev. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
We've got Worthy. Andre Drummond is out there with Mutombo. Then there's Porter, and it's Payton in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Redick with the bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Payton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the middle, Drummond. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Richmond, who's checked in for Sacramento. The Kings have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now, here's Mutombo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Redick with a screen on Porter. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Richmond. 10 points for him.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
No one near him. And it's Schroeder missing. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Drummond a screen. Porter kicks to Drummond. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Smith outside. Five on the clock. They get it again. Chamberlain kicks to Redick. And the 3 off target.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now Portland on the break. Count that one. Redick's got 5 now.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Porter kicks to Drummond. They get a hand on it. Mutombo. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Mutombo at the line for 2.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Smith outside. Out to the right wing. Chamberlain kicks to Smith. Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him, but they recover it. No good on the wing 3.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And there's Mitch Richmond on the assist from Porter. Porter's got his 5th assist in this one. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Schroeder kicks to Redick. There's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Chamberlain a screen. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Richmond. The shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Chamberlain with a screen on Worthy. And Redick kicks to Chamberlain. 13 feet away. Can't get it to go.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Mutombo sets a screen. Porter kicks to Mutombo. He feeds it to Drummond. Makes it off the glass. Drummond's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Smith against Worthy. Chamberlain the pass to Redick. Chamberlain with a screen on Richmond. Redick. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Redick's got 9 points.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Richmond against Redick. Richmond left side. A floater. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%. 5 of 10. Now Schroeder. He's got 6. Down low. Worthy pulls it in. The Kings trailing. The dish to Porter. Back to Worthy. Buried from 15 feet out.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Redick. His last 10 games, putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the other guys can just stay in their lanes.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Mutombo for Richmond, and Van Exel subbed in for Terry Porter. Here's Teletovic. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And the basket by Nowitzki.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. And now Sacramento on the break. That's good from Worthy on the assist by Van Exel. And the Kings lead by 2.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Smith. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here are the Kings now. Drummond a screen. Van Exel dishes to Drummond, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Smith. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success. Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now here's Schroeder. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Powell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. The baseline J. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
The Kings making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Mahinmi's checked in. Here's Smith. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Van Exel kicks to Payton. Good work defensively by Smith.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Nick Van Exel. That's his first personal foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Portland.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Payton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Dishes it to Van Exel. Kicks to Drummond. The feed now to Nowitzki. Sacramento moving it around. 5 to shoot. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Powell. The rebound by Pierce. Portland leading. He kicks it to Schroeder. He dishes it to Mahimi. Nifty move. He takes it up and lays it in. Mahimi's got his first basket.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And he gets the bucket.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Payton passes to Drummond. Back to Payton. From 11 feet away, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Shooter kicks to Pierce. .103 left in the first half of basketball. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his third rebound on the night. Drummond a screen. Payton drives in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
It's been a solid outing for Drummond. He's got 11 points and the one steal.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
McGinnis, he's checked in for Portland. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Pierce. He's got 12 and stolen by Payton.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Here's Nowitzki. Nowitzki a screen. Fires from deep. Van Exel no good. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Payton with the ball. Nowitzki lifts up. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Portland out in front. They lead by 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Taking out the game Paul Pierce is having. 12 points and 1 assist.
The Kings trailing. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Smith. And it's Pierce, then it's McGinnis, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5 down low.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And stolen by Drummond. Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. For the lead. It counts. And the foul. That's on Paul Pierce.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
The Kings have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight. Free throw good. Porter. Portland trailing here. To the middle. Here's McGinnis. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. McGinnis has got 6.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Porter kicks to Nowitzki. Drummond a screen. Nowitzki outside. Passes it to Porter. It's hauled in by McGinnis. The Trailblazers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Mitch Richmond. The Trailblazers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. The free throw drops for Smith.
Check out the game for Smith. He's got 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Smith hits them both. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. 90 seconds now into the second half. Nowitzki a screen. Richmond against Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And Richmond with the stuff.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And it's Nowitzki at the elbow. Pass to Drummond. No good off the back of the rim. Portland leading, and now Portland on the break. Smith in the post, guarded by Porter. Smith, no good.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Porter dishes to Worthy. The baseline J. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Here's McGinnis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at how they stacked up in the league statistically over the last month, here's what the Trailblazers did. 2nd in second chance points. 3rd in rebounding. And they show up also in the top 5 in opponent shooting percentage. That's because they've really made a commitment at the defensive end.
And their gift for offensive rebounding definitely evident in all those second chance points. The 2 go hand in hand. Make no mistake, if you don't box out, you're going to pay.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That free throw missing. Sacramento making a switch here. Mutombo's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Redick is checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Porter kicks to Richmond. Mutombo sets a screen off the pick. That one wide left. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Sacramento. Pass to Schroeder. Outside Pierce. From deep. Offensive rebound. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And the Kings shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Porter kicks to Nowitzki. Inside, here's Mutombo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Mutombo's got 7.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Trailblazers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean,
right, now,
they know
gentlemen,
how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And that one misses.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
And he sinks the second. The Kings trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's Pierce, and it's sent back by Mutombo. Worthy the pass to Porter. Nowitzki outside. Feeds it to Worthy. Shot clock at 5. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Mutombo, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Shooting just 1.
And the free throw, no good.
Check out the game Dikembe Mutombo is having. 9 points and also a block shot. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Porter dishes to Worthy. The pass to Nowitzki. Kings moving the ball around. And that one's good. Mutombo's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 6, and the shot is good. 6 points for him.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Some of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. 5th best, Dirk Nowitzki.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
And, that opens up some wide lanes and paths to the bucket for their slashers, and they get a lot of room as a result to operate and penetrate. It's a huge benefit having a big fella who can knock down threes.
Now here's Porter. He has 7, and he gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
There's the pick. Worthy against Pierce. He feeds it to Teletovic. And Redick kicks it over to Schroeder. Off target with his 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Porter against Redick. Mutombo sets a screen. Richmond outside. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Redick is in the corner. "14 feet away. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the dunk by Worthy.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride. Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
The scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Van Exel's checked in for Worthy, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Terry Porter. The shot by Redick, no good. Kings have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Mutombo sets a screen. Payton drives in. Nowitzki outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Redick with the bucket.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
The Kings leading. Payton outside. Now the dish to Mutombo. To the paint. Here's Richmond. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Schroeder kicks to Mahinmi. The kick out to Pierce. From 11 feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Pierce has got 15 points. And it's Sacramento's ball. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. Mutombo sets a screen. Payton passes to Mutombo. Redick against Van Exel. That's Nowitzki at the elbow. Here's Mutombo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Some changes for Sacramento. Drummond's checked in for Nowitzki. And it's Powell in for Richmond. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Smith checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And for the Kings, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Now here's Payton. Right wing, beyond the arc. Van Exel no good. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Smith dishes to Redick. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Powell. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Kings have missed out on some chances at the line today. 0-6 of 11.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McGinnis is checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Outside Pierce. To the paint. Smith the pass to McGinnis. Lets it go from 11. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. McGinnis has got 10 points. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's a good screen. Payton kicks to Van Exel. Dishes it to Drummond. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Mahinmi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Redick with it. Now Payton defending. And it's Pierce in the corner. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Payton outside. Drummond with a screen on Smith. Payton dishes to Drummond. 6 to shoot. Here's Van Exel. Portland grabs the miss. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. They set the pick. Reddick against Van Exel. Smith on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. For the lead, McGinnis cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Powell, the pass to Van Exel. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. And the shot is good. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Drummond the screen. Van Exel kicks to Drummond. Hops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that so.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Kings lead by 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Portland trailing here. We've got Richmond. Worthy out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Porter. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now Reddick. McGinnis with the screen on Porter. Just 5 on the clock. All alone. Good. Nothing but net. McGinnis has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Trailblazers. King shooting at 51%. Really solid. Porter dishes to Richmond. Worthy a screen on Smith. Richmond. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
McGinnis' shot is off.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Richmond the pass to Nowitzki. Nowitzki sets a screen for Porter. Back to Nowitzki. Porter in the corner. And that one comes up a bit short. The Trailblazers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Chamberlain. Rebound, Porter. The Kings leading. Richmond kicks to Porter. Richmond against Pierce to the inside and stolen by Chamberlain. Passes to McGinnis. 11 feet away, and that one off the back of the rim and in. McGinnis has got 4 points now in the quarter. So it's Sacramento now. Porter with it. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to McGinnis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting from Sacramento, George McGinnis. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Portland. And the second free throw, good.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Porter dishes to Richmond. Nowitzki right side. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's the pass to Smith. Chamberlain with a screen on Worthy. Shot clock at 6. Here's against Richmond. Trailblazers keep it alive. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Nowitzki for 3, good. And the Kings lead by 1.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Outside Pierce. In the corner, Smith with it. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
Smith against Richmond. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Porter. Schroeder passes to McGinnis. Kicks it to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Chamberlain with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Chamberlain, no luck. The Kings trailing. And here's Porter. And there's the feed to Richmond. Nowitzki against Chamberlain. Fires from 18. Here's Drummond. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing. You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Mitch Richmond really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. There's the screen. Chamberlain with a screen on Worthy. Pierce kicks to Chamberlain. Banked in off the glass. Chamberlain got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Porter dishes to Richmond. Out to the right wing. Here's Nowitzki. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki. The Trailblazers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Here is Porter. Richmond outside. He kicks it to Worthy. Kings moving the ball around. Drummond. Pass to Worthy. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Twitter passes to Chamberlain. Smith in the posts. He's covered by Richmond. Smith, no luck. The Kings have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Well, Mitch Richmond in this one, he's got 24 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half, but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Smith wide open. He fires. Smith missing again. Kings leading now by 3. Porter kicks to Richmond. Now here's Porter. He's tightly guarded. Back to Richmond. Left side Worthy. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The pass to McGinnis. Smith on the wing. They need this, and it's sent back by Drummond. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And the shot is good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off because of how vocal he is.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That's good for McGinnis. Tumbo, he's checked in for Drummond. McGinnis hits them both.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunities.
Porter dishes to Worthy. Mutombo sets a screen. No good off the front iron. Trailblazers trail by 6. McGinnis with the screen on Porter. Schroeder passes to McGinnis. He dishes it to Pierce. From From deep three-point range, that's good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Richmond kicks to Mutombo, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Sacramento leading by 5. Inside, here's Worthy, and that one is hammered home.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Porter. Here's McGinnis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. McGinnis has got 25 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Richmond with the bucket.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Pierce kicks it over to Schroeder. Chamberlain dishes to Schroeder. Chamberlain a screen. To the middle, off the pick. And he lays it up and in.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Porter passes to Nowitzki. Feeds it to Richmond. Chamberlain brings the double team. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Porter. The shot misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Passes it to McGinnis. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
There's the dish to Porter. Mutombo sets a screen. Porter with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Doubled by Smith. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
He tried to squeeze past the defender, but ran out of room.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Here's Schroeder. Here's McGinnis. Mutombo with some nice D. Porter with it. Now Smith defending. There's a good screen. Porter kicks it over to Worthy.
James Worthy. That's his first personal foul.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Kings, Terry Porter. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Kings Game Team.
Sixteen seconds left in the fourth. Portland no good that time either. Now Payton. So the Kings win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. What'd you think, Kenny?
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-1 or one-on-5. That is a great percentage.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.